If unless. Dear students, please remember today is a new grammar topic, if unless. So first, what we require to learn about if unless. So first, reread the following sentence using unless in place of if not. Remember the steps. So we need to learn first steps if you want to use if unless. So first step is put unless in place of if. Second, remove do not, does not, did not. Third, add s or es to the verb if you remove does not. Suppose does not, it means if there is a simple present tense and the sentence includes does not, so we need to remove s or es. Okay, we need to add s or es to the verb if you remove does not. Fourth, use past form of verb if you say did not in the sentence. When you say did not in the sentence, so we need to use verb to, v2. Now next, fifth number, write remaining sentences. Sixth number, using unless in place of if in case not is missing. It means you have to make other part negative if is affirmative and vice versa. So let's have an example. First, if the cart is not ready, we will go on foot. Now you can see here, if not is used, so the sentence if is negative. So can you see the second sentence, we will go on foot, it will be remain as it is while using unless. Unless the cart is ready, we will go on foot. Second example, we will miss the train if we do not start now. Same here, we will miss the train unless we start now. Third example, if Seema does not submit the assignment today, she will lose her marks. Unless Seema submits the assignment today, she will lose her marks. So while changing if and unless, the meaning should not be changed. Fourth number sentence, if marketing is not in the hands of farmers organizations, they will not get a good realization of their efforts. So while using unless, what we need to do, pay attention. Unless marketing is in the hands of farmers organization, they will not get good realization of their efforts. Next, fifth example, if you do not water the plants, they will not grow. Unless you water the plants, they will not grow. Sixth number example, if you study, you will pass. Unless you study, you will not pass. Seven number example, if you work hard, you will not fail. So while using unless, what you need to remember, just check it. Now if you work hard, you will not fail. Here if sentence is positive and the another sentence you can say you will not fail. So instead of will not, we need to use only will while using unless. Unless you work hard, you will fail. Now let's check another exercise. Rewrite the following sentence using if not in place of unless. Now unless is given, we need to use if not. First, I will join you unless I am working on Sunday. Now can you see unless? Here unless sentence, you can see, you will see here there is no negative word not. So what we need to do, I will join you if I am not working on Sunday. Second, Rajesh normally comes on time unless his train is late. Answer, Rajesh normally comes on time if his train is not late. Third number example, unless we curb poverty, we will be a poor nation. If we do not curb poverty, we will be a poor nation. Now you can see in this sentence, unless we curb poverty. So can you see a curb? That's a V1. And here unless we curb poverty. So while using if not, we need to make here do not. We need to use here do not because curb is a V1. Okay, so if we do not curb poverty, we will be a poor nation. Next, fourth number example. Unless rural India becomes socially and economically free, there will be no true progress. If rural India does not become socially and economically free, there will be no true progress. So please, dear students, remember here unless and if not. Now, second, next examples. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. So we need to use here unless. Answer is I am free unless I am taking away someone else's freedom. Can you see I am not? So you're not. So we need to use here unless. Second, if you do not help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. So can you see a do not? So we need to remove do not, and second sentence will be remain as it is. Can you see the my family and I will go hungry this year? So whatever the sentence is given after comma, my family and I'll go hungry this year, it will be remain as it is. So answer is unless you help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. Third example, his his mother and father were threatening to let him stray on his ledge unless he flew away. Now in this sentence we need to use if. Now can you see here unless sentence there is no any negative word, but unless itself suggests negative. So while turning this sentence into if, what we need to remember, please, his mother and father were threatening to let him stray on his ledge if he did not fly away. Now can you see in the second unless sentence flew is there, so if flew is there, so for removing unless we need to make that sentence negative. That's why we need to use here if did not, if he did not fly away. Please remember, his mother and father were threatening to let him stray on his ledge if he did not fly away. Fourth number, I am not planning to let anyone else read this diary unless I should ever find a real friend. Again we need to use here if. Okay, so I am not planning, that is a negative sentence. So unless we need to remove unless and that negative. So here if sentence, I am planning to let anyone else read this diary if I should ever find a real friend. If I should ever find a real friend, so we need to remove not from the first sentence. Okay, whatever the sentence is given before unless, and whatever the sentence is given after unless, it will remain as it is. Fifth number example, dear students, please. Fifth, she would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy hadn't invented the dresses game. So unless, so what's the answer? She would never have paid any attention to Wanda unless Peggy had invented the dresses game. Now can you see in this sentence, can you see this if sentence? If sentence, whatever the sentence is used in if, that is a negative hadn't. So we need to remove your had not, and instead of had not we need to add right here only had. Why? Because we are using here unless. So answer is she would never have paid any attention to Wanda unless Peggy had invented the dresses game. So students, I hope you understood this topic.